Welcome to Frontline UCX. Today our topic is how to stop caring what people think. Every human beings want to be accepted. It one of the deepest psychological needs we have since the beginning of human history. Survival depended on belonging to a group. Being rejected by a tribe could mean danger, isolation, even a death. Because of this, our brain evolved to care deeply about what other people think of us. Earlier today, the internet remains powerful. We worry about how we look, what we say, how we act, and whether people of us. We reply conversation in our minds. We overanalyze our mistakes. We hesitate to pursue our goals because we fear criticism. We stay silent. We want to speak, and we hold ourselves because we are afraid of judgment. The problem is not that we care about people. The problem is when we care so much that it's control our lives. Think about how many opportunities people miss because they are worried about being judged. Someone wants to start a business but fears what affair what friends will say. Someone wants to create content online but worry about a negative comments. Someone wants to change career but fear criticism for family. Someone wants to express their true personality but hides behind a mask to avoid rejection. In each case, the fear of the other people's opinion become a prison. The truth is that most people spend far less time thinking about you than you imagine. They are busy thinking about themselves, their own problems, their own insecurities, their own fears, their own lives. Psychologists often call this is spotlight effect. People tend to believe that everyone is paying close attention to them. What is reality? Most people barely notice many of things they worry about. Imagine walking into a room and making a small mistake. Maybe you see the wrong word to trip slightly or spill a drink. You might think about the moment of hours or even days, but everyone else probably forget about it within minute. This realization can be incredibly freeing. Many people live as if they are constantly standing on stage with thousands of eyes watching every one move they make, but the reality is very different. Most people are too focused on themselves to spend much time judging you. Other important truth is that no matter what you do, someone will always have an opinion. If you succeed, someone will criticize you. If you fail, someone will criticize you. If you take risks, someone will criticize you. If you play it safe, someone will criticize you. If you speak on, someone will criticize you. If you stay quiet, someone will criticize you. There is no version of life where everyone approves for your choice. Once you understand this, you stop trying to achieve the impossible. Many people waste years attempting to gain universal approval. They constantly adjust their behavior based on what you think other wants. They become different version of themselves depending on who is around them. The result is exhaustion. Imagine carrying a heavy backpack every day filled with expectations, judgment, and opinions from everyone. You eventually the weight becomes overwhelming. Trying to please everyone is exactly like that. The more people you try to satisfy, the heavier and burden becomes. One of the biggest reasons people care too much about opinion is insecurity. When you are uncertain about own value, you look to other of validation. You need compliments to feel confident. You need approval to feel worthy. You need recognition to feel successful. The problem is that external validation is unreliable. Some day please people praise you. Other days they ignore you. If your self worth depended on their reaction, your confidence will constantly rise and fall. True confidence comes from within. It comes from knowing who you are and what you stand for, regardless of whether others approve. Confident people are not immune to criticism. They simply do not allow criticism to define them. One of the most powerful mindset shift you can take is realizing that other people's opinion are often reflections of their own experience rather than objective truth. Someone who failed may discourage your dreams because they give up on theirs. Someone who lacks confidence may criticize your ambitions because it reminds them of their own fears. Someone who feels insecure may attack your success because it highlights their own dissatisfaction. People often project their emotions onto others. This main criticism frequently reveals more about the critic than the person being criticized. Other reason people fear judgment is because they overestimate the consequence. They imagine worst case scenarios. If I fail, everyone will laugh at me. If I make a mistake, everyone will remember forever. If I embarrass myself, my reputation will be ruined. But life rarely works that way. Most mistakes are forgotten quickly. Most failures are temporary. Most embarrassing moments matter far less than we think. When you look back on your life years from now, you will probably regret missed opportunities more than temporary embarrassment. Regret is often far more painful than criticism. Think about the people you admire: entrepreneurs, athletes, artists, leaders, inventors. Do you think they avoided criticism? Of course not. Every successful person has faced doubt, rejections, and negative opinions. The difference is that they refuse to let those opinions stop them. If they had waited for universal approval, they would never have achieved anything meaningful. History is filled with examples of peoples who were criticized before becoming successful. Inventors were told their ideas were impossible. Writers were rejected by publishers. Athletes were told they lacked talent. Entrepreneurs were told they would fail. They continue moving forward. Not because everyone believed in them, but because they believe in themselves. One of the most effective ways to stop caring about opinion is to develop a strong sense of purpose. When your goals are clear, outside noise become less important. Imagine a ship crossing to the ocean. If the captain know exactly where he is going, he stay focused on the destination. The waves may be rough, the weather may be changed, people may question his route, but he continues moving forward because he knows where he is headed. Purpose works the same way. When you know what matters to you, it becomes easier to ignore distraction. Other powerful strategy is accepting the rejection is a normal part of life. Many people view rejection as proof that something is wrong with them. In reality, rejection happens to everyone. Even the most successful individual experience rejections regularly. Not every person will like you. Not every idea will succeed. Not every opportunity will work out. And that is perfectly normal. The goal is not to eliminate rejection. The goal is to stop fearing it. Fear loses power when you stop running from it. The more you expose yourself to situations where judgment is possible, the less threatened those situations become. This is why confidence often grows through action. Every time you speak up despite fear, every time you share your ideas despite uncertainty, every time you pursue your goal despite criticism, you prove to yourself that you can handle discomfort. Gradually, you fear being to shrink. Other important lesson is understanding the difference between constructive feedback and destructive criticism. Not all opinions should be ignored. Sometimes feedback helps us grow. Wise people listen to use advice while rejecting unnecessary negativity. The challenge is learning which opinion deserve attention. A simple question can help. In this person, someone I would trade place with. If the answer is not, their criticism may not deserve significant influence over your decisions. Be careful whose opinion you allow into your mind. Not everyone has earned the right to shape your choices. Many people give advice based on fear rather than wisdom. If you constantly listen to fearful people, you may be limiting yourself unnecessarily. Success individual often protect their mindset carefully. They seek advice from people who have experience, knowledge, and credibility. They do not allow random opinion to determine their futures. Other reason people care too much about judgment is social media. For the first time in history, people can receive feedback from hundreds of thousands of strangers instantly. Like, comments, shares, and reaction create a constant streams of validation and criticism. Many people being measuring their value through number on a screen. This can be dangerous. Your worth is not determined by the like, followers, and comments. Your value exists regardless of digital approvals. Social media often create the illusion that everyone else is confident, successful, and happy. But what you see online is usually a highlight reel rather than reality. Comparing your entire life is someone else's best moment and unfair and unrealistic. The more you focus on your own growth, the less power comparison has over you. Other key to freedom is accepting imperfection. Many people fear judgment because they want to appear perfect, but perfection does not exist. Every person has flaws, weakness, mistakes, and insecurities. Trying to appear perfect creates anxiety because the standard is impossible. One, you accept your imperfection, you become far more comfortable in your own skin. You stop wasting energy hiding parts of yourself. You become more authentic. Authentic is a powerful because it removes the need of constant performance. Instead of trying to be who others want you to be, you become who you truly are. Ironically, people often respect authenticity more than perfection. They connect with honesty more than flawless appearance. As you grow older, you may notice something is interesting. Many of the opinion that once seemed important being all lose significance. The classmates who judge you, the strangers who criticize you, the people whose approval you desperately wanted, most of them fade from your life. Yet the decision you made because of their opinion can affect your future for years. This is why it's dangerous to let temporary vice control permanent choice. Your life belongs to you. You are the one of the must live with the consequences of your decision, not the criticized, not the strangers, not the people offered unwanted opinion. You, at the end of the day, the person whose opinion matters most is the one looking back at you in the mirror. Can you respect for yourself? Can you trust yourself? Can you live according to your values? These questions matter far more than whether everyone approves, because approval is temporary. Self respect lasts much longer. Imagine reaching the end of your life and looking back. Would you rather say, I live according to my values and pursued my dreams? Or would you rather say, I spent my life trying to satisfy everyone else? Most people already know the answer. The challenge is having the courage to live it. Freedom begins when you stop asking for permission to be yourself. Freedom begins when you realize the criticism is unavoidable. Freedom begins when you understand that your worth does not depend on approval. And freedom grows every time you choose authenticity over fear. The truth is that people will always have opinion. Some will support you, some will doubt you, some will misunderstand you, some will criticize you. That will never change. What can change is how much power you give those opinions. You do not need everyone to believe you. You do not need everyone to understand you. You do not need everyone to approve you for your choice. You only need to courage to keep moving forward despite their opinions, because the moment you stop living for the other people's approval is the moment you finally start living for yourself. And that is where real confidence begins. I hope you like my video. If you like my video, please subscribe my channel, comment it, share it, and support me. Thank you.